These are the models showing the development of interventricular septum. Interventricular septum present between right ventricle and the left ventricle. Right and left ventricular cavity develops from primitive ventricle, proximal 1/3 part of the bulbus cordis and the conus part of the bulbus cordis. This open cavity shown is the right ventricle and this is the left ventricle. Now we will see how interventricular septum develops. This pink colored structure is the muscular part of the interventricular septum, which grows in the floor of bulboventricular cavity, and it grows cranially towards this yellow colored structure, that is the septum intermedium, also called fuse AV cushion. So this is the muscular part of interventricular septum. From the floor of the bulboventricular cavity grows cranially towards the fuse AV cushion. Now in the conus part of the interventricular cavity we can see right bulbar ridge and the left bulbar ridge appears, and they grow towards each other and towards the muscular part of the interventricular septum. In the second model we can see pink colored structure is the muscular part of the interventricular septum, which approximate towards the yellow colored septum intermedium, also called fuse AV cushion, which is present between the atrial cavity and the ventricular cavity. Then in the conus part of the bulboventricular cavity, right and the left, red and the blue, right and the left bulbar ridges which appeared, they grew towards each other and they grow towards caudal side towards the muscular part of the interventricular septum. We can also see the spiral septum which appears in the truncus arteriosus part, which grows towards each other, and this is the spiral septum which separate aorta from the pulmonary trunk. Aorta is the channelizing of the left ventricle and the pulmonary trunk leads from the right ventricle. In the third model we can see the three parts, how they forms the interventricular septum. This again pink colored structure is the muscular part of the interventricular septum. Blue and the red are the right and left bulbar ridges which appears in the conus part of the ventricle, and yellow part, as there is a gap which is filled up by the proliferation from fuse AV cushion, breach the gap, forming the and giving contribution in the formation of interventricular septum. So totally interventricular septum having the parts, muscular part which develops from this roof of, from the floor of the interventricular cavity, and then yellow is the fuse AV cushion membranous part, and the bulbar septum which is formed from the right and the left bulbar ridges. Bulbar septum, fuse AV cushions, and the muscular part of interventricular septum forms total interventricular septal complex.